Gets me through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
Let's talk about Oasis. How good. The boys are coming back.
This is it. This is happening. They confirmed, much to the delight of fans. These two brothers, I cannot stress this enough, absolutely hated each other.
Yeah.
Threw so much shade in public, like, oh, hell's going to freeze over before I get back with him. That sort of vibe.
It's even rougher than that, I reckon.
Yeah.
Hell's got to freeze over before I get over there in that absolute geezer.
But it is happening. So they're going to do a 14-show tour across the UK. How good.
Wow. So are they, question with that notice, are they mates or are they just doing it?
I
Are they
don't
just
know.
going to tolerate each other? You feel like it's probably just more of a tolerance thing, isn't
I
it?
think sometimes with siblings, there's so much water under the bridge that you're just like, oh, we're just going to have to get along, you know? We don't necessarily like each other. But
just
these
do
two
it.
can make an absolute fortune, can't they?
Absolutely they can.
So they're going to play Cardiff, Manchester, London, Edinburgh and Dublin with other possible dates yet to be announced. Can you imagine if they came to Australia, Oasis?
Oh, my gosh. And you just wonder how loose it would get, particularly in Manchester.
Oh, man. Well, imagine if they came to Australia and they came to Adelaide and stayed at the penthouse at EOS at Sky City. Good
Trash
Lord.
it. Trash it. No, don't trash it.
I don't trash it. It's really nice. Shut up, boys. Sit
You know
down.
that's going to happen, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. So there you go. What bands would you like to see get back together?
Ooh, for me, well, look, there's an asterisk to this one. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers, you'd be sitting there and be like, well, they're together. Well, John Frusciante is in and out. Like, 1 minute he's there, next minute he's like, oh, sorry, I've got the heroin thing going on. Can't function. And then he's back.
Yeah, right.
So a bit of consistency from me.
It doesn't change the product, though. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it does.
You honestly, what's that expression about hairs? Splitting hairs here.
Oh, splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Are you having a crack at my thinning hair?
Oh, man, someone's sensitive.
Yeah, very much so. No, he's incredible. And he's as important. They all are. It's amazing how equally important they all are.
I think you're the only one in the planet who thinks that. Definitely. Only because you've got a musician background.
John Frusciante.
Yeah.
It's John Frusciante or bust, baby. I've always said that.
Yeah, right.
What about you, producers, Zoe?
I want to see the original Black Eyed Peas back together. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, a Fergie-less Peas
Yeah.
just doesn't work.
What's the point?
Yeah.
I need Fergie up there.
Sorry,
Kissing her
Will.i.am.
pants on stage.
Don't come for Fergie.
Don't.
She's a
Pissed on
national
stage.
treasure.
I mean, you piss your pants once on stage and people can't seem to move on.
Oh,
You
'cause of
butchered the
internet
anthem.
and everything that stays there.
God.
about
You know
you,
who
Jokes?
I want to see? Well, back in the day, these guys were absolutely epic and they tried to reform S Club 7.
No.
Oh, yeah, when the amount of people in your group is in the title and you try and reform,
It's hard.
It ruins
It's hard.
things,
They
doesn't it?
tried to rebrand as like S Club 4 and then there were S Club 3 and then they announced a tour to Australia and they cancelled it because I can only assume it was S Club 1.
the solo edition. Now it's S Club none.
Oh, I would love to see them, or like all 7 of them get back together. How good
Yeah.
would that be?
Let me know when and where that gig is.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm busy.
What,
So-
are you sitting at home splitting your hairs?
Why do these videos keep popping up in my algorithm about hair plugs? Crazy.
Come to Scandinavia.
Jody and Hazy hanging out with you. Nova 919, you're home for Royal Adelaide Show tickets. Your first batch this morning coming up, Joe. It's at 7:30.
Not far away.
All right, let's talk all things robots. Let's go back to 2015. There was a study done by Dr. Ian Pearson. And can I just say, I've never met an Ian that's not a bit of a wild child.
Oh.
A few drinks at the Christmas party. Oh, look, Ian's doing the worm.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian,
Oh my God, Ian's had his nipples pierced again.
again. That's 4 piercings and 2 nipples.
I know.
Calm down, Ian. Anyway, this particular Dr. Ian Pearson said that women will be ditching men for robots when they want to get frisky in 10 years' time and could even start falling in love with the machines.
Ooh.
So that was 2015. We're 1 year away from the 10-year anniversary when Dr. Ian thinks that women are going to be consistently making love with robots.
Okay.
Now, I am amongst a bunch of women.
Yep.
And I'll put it to you, ladies.
Oh.
Consistently making love to robots? What are we doing?
Well, my husband doesn't listen. Sometimes it feels like a robot.
Okay.
So are we not already there?
Yeah. But I mean, we're married. I'm really not having sex with anyone, to be honest.
Firstly, appreciate your honesty. Secondly, very believable. Getting up at 4 a.m. Not great for the libido.
No, it's not. Not by about 6 at night. No.
But could you picture yourself making love to a big sexy machine?
You can make love to me. I just won't move.
That can feel a little awkward.
Yes.
That's what we'd say. What about, can you imagine yourself, I don't know, just making love to the Terminator or something like that? Because it's a big machine.
Robots don't really float my boat, to be honest with you.
Interesting. What about you, producers?
The robots in that movie with Will Smith, they're kind of sexy.
Really? They're a bit skinny,
ones.
aren't they?
They are a bit. I like a skinny man.
Those robots would love a skinny leg Gene, I reckon.
Yuck. No, I'm put off.
I mean, are you a robot?
I love a skinny leg
love
Gene.
a skinny leg Gene.
But I look at some of those particular robots, though, and I don't even think they have penises. So
Yeah.
I've got something that they don't.
I mean,
Even if it's rarely used.
It's not significantly more, let's be honest. Robots would be
How
like...
would you know, by the way? Stop having conversations with my wife.
Robots are like Ken dolls, I reckon. They'd be like that down there.
Yep.
Just a sort of like a little bonnet situation, you know?
Yeah, okay. So can you ladies explain to me why this is such a bad thing, yet at the same time women are falling in love with robots, but my wife will say to me, you make love like a robot? And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Boy, oh boy, you ladies are confusing.
Jeez, it's grey area for you, isn't it?
What time is it? I'm going to get in trouble if she hears this. Boy, oh boy, bit going on with the Blues at the moment.
Well, okay, after giving most of their supporters heart palpitations on Sunday, Michael Voss was probably trying to calm down yesterday morning when he was just having a casual cafe at the Barton Cafe in Melbourne, when next minute a Mercedes-Benz flips on its side, two young kids jump out and race off. What does Vossi do? Vossi rips into action and just channels his old days as a 3-time premiership player for the Brisbane Lions and starts sprinting after them and makes the citizens arrest. I didn't even take a breath in all of that.
Oh my gosh. Michael Voss, is there anything he can't do?
Oh my very goodness.
Let's hear from the cafe owner, James Lasky.
They sprinted up the street. Michael Voss started chasing them, and so I chased after them as well. Vossi's very fit, very quick. I think he's got a very quick sort of 20, 30 metre dash.
Yes. Still got it.
And do you often think this, because you're an AFL football reporter, there are two types of coaches.
Yeah.
There is the one coach that is content to watch the players do all the hard work and run laps and hit the gym. And then there's Michael Voss.
100%. Maybe age plays a part, I'm not really sure. I just don't know if you're a Brisbane Lion, you're sitting there wondering if Chris Fagan's going to do the same thing because he's about 94. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Back in the day, if you're the Gold Coast Suns, there's a citizen's arrest to be made if Stuart Dew is as quick as Michael Voss.
Or even before that, Rocket Eade is going to actually physically do it. You just yell, "Ah!" Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rocket. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. Someone's triggered from their days on the rookie list at the Sydney Swans.
No, that was Paul Roos when I was there. He was very graceful, but I don't think he ever said a word to me because I wasn't worthy.
Oh, I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, I'd rather a spray from Rocket.
Unbelievable scenes from Michael Voss. And so he managed to, because there were two of them, he had both of them at once. One managed to escape, but he had the other one pinned down and the cops came along and arrested him.
That is classic Vossy. He was doing that on the AFL field back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember one time I think he had both Kane and Chad Corns pinned down.
And he had him in a headlock on the field and he's like, do you two brothers fight? Actually, fight.
Maybe not Chad. Maybe not
Chad. I would like to do this on the back of Michael Voss being an absolute hero yesterday on the streets of Melbourne. 13-24-10. Have you made a citizen's arrest?
Surely not. So we've thrown out some curly ones before.
Yeah.
This is very, very niche.
I can promise you there is someone here in Adelaide who has made a citizen's arrest. I am sure of it. I'm positive.
This would be epic, but this is really, really pushing it, I think.
I will say this to you, Andrew Hayes. Don't you doubt me.
I know. Every time I doubt you, you always prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I'd like to be proven wrong here.
Okay, the phones haven't lit up just yet. but give it a few minutes. 13 24 10. Have you been a hero? Have you made a citizen's arrest?
Oh, watch this space. Please, someone call through.
Anyone from Sapol, have you turned up to a scene and someone's already done your job for you?
Wake up with Jody and Hazy on Nova.
We were talking about who is the unsung hero in Melbourne right now, and that is Michael Voss.
Michael Voss. Bossy, not only did he guide the Blues to the top 8 to participate in finals, but he also tracked down a couple of young kids who've stolen my Mercedes, crashed it, and then he's run down the street and tackled them for a citizen's arrest. And you said this could not be done. You said there is no way anyone has performed a citizen's arrest here in Adelaide, South Australia. Well,
Very happy to be proven wrong, though.
stand by for the apology, please, because Kirsty from Oakton, what happened?
Back in the day, my dad owned the Kingswood. It was his pride and joy. And someone tried to steal it in the middle of the night. And my dad was a big man, almost 20 stone. So he actually ran this bloke down and sat on him until the police came.
Nice. The guy didn't see it coming as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, so he sat on him until the police arrived and the arrest was made.
Correct. And not only that, this was before mobile phone time, so we rang up the cops by old-fashioned way. And Dad had only his jocks on. So
Can we go some just one more detail, Kirsty. Where exactly was he sitting on him?
right on his stomach.
Right, okay.
So the poor guy was very pale by the time the cops got there.
That's a good half an hour too, Kirsty, isn't it?
It was hilarious. So it's always a story that we tell at Father's Day each year. So we always have a bit of a laugh.
Brilliant. Well
Never
done,
gets
Kirsty's
old.
dad. That's
Very
amazing. Oh, and we got another one. Daryl from Nooriuppa, your citizen's arrest. What happened?
Yeah, we used to get our paper stolen every week for about 3 months.
Yeah.
So my wife and I staked out the carport and waited for someone to come and steal the paper,
Yeah.
which they did at about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So we went out the front and said, "What are you doing?" We reckon she was just moving onto the balcony for us so that we didn't have to go and pick it up.
Oh,
She was stealing it.
Oh, yeah. That's
Anyway,
nice.
she wanted to go and I said, "You can't leave." And then she promptly wet her pants. So
Oh.
we called the cops and they said, like I said, we had someone stealing our paper, and they said, "What do you want us to do about it?" I said, "Well, come and talk to her."
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe that I had her in the driveway.
Citizen's arrest
they
for
come
someone
and
stealing a
fight
paper.
Daryl, when you said she promptly wet her pants, you mean figuratively or literally?
Yeah, no, absolutely she did.
She wet herself.
Hang on, Daryl. Is it,
Yeah.
was it Fergie?
I
Stop.
don't believe so.
Stop it.
Right. Unbelievable.
Thank you, Daryl. That reminds me of the time Rosanna Mangarelli, your beautiful newsreader there at Channel 7, and her husband works at Channel 10, and he does all the video stuff. And he caught an old guy on CCTV every Sunday stealing their Sunday mail. Caught him on camera.
So did he get in trouble? Did they...
I don't know if he ever pulled him up, but goodness me. Wow, getting caught red-handed, walking into someone's front garden and stealing their paper. Ask Rosie about it today. She'll tell you.
When your husband is like one of the great cameramen as well.
Yep.
Not good
No.
in terms of trying to steal stuff from there. He'd have great
We just don't
surveillance.
take him on.
Nah.
That's the thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Jodes, I owe you an apology. No, I didn't think we'd get a call. Several calls coming through with people making citizen's arrest.
Yeah.
How good. Good stuff. Thank you to everyone who called through.
Well, Hazy, our next guest is an absolute legend. We love talking to him. He comes here every year for Fringe to do a little show involving humour and wine. What a fantastic combination. Please say a very good morning to Merrick Watts.
Jody, Hazy, how are you guys?
Well, Mez, it's a question without notice. Have you got a go-to dad joke?
Oh, God. I am the go-to dad joke. Anything to do, I do in comedy, my children just look at me like going, "Oh, can you just not?"
Merrick, are you tempted to put them in a headlock and just go, "Kids, your dad made a lot of money being funny, okay? So next time I do a dad joke, you will laugh.
You
and
celebrate
you'll love
me.
it."
Yeah, I say to them all the time, I go, "You're going to private school because your dad does dick jokes. Do you not understand how... Do you not understand the reciprocity of the universe? what I do is I do primary school jokes so that you can go to high school. Do you not understand how this works?
Yeah, don't be obnoxious with me.
Oh, show some respect.
Merrick, we can't help but notice that you're a Collingwood supporter and you have shite the proverbial bed this year.
Yeah, there's poo all through the Pies bed at the moment. Mez, what's going on?
Yeah, no, it's not been a great year. We've had a horrific year of injuries, so it's not been a great year for the club. But we'll bounce back next year. But I'm really excited to see there's 4 interstate teams, non-Victorian teams in the final. So I think that's good for the mix. I like seeing Port Adelaide in there. To be honest, I think it's a nice little healthy blend. But honestly, what's great about the footy this year is it could be anyone's victory. Anyone could win that bag. That top 8. Let's be honest, they are all crap. So good luck to them. Well done. I think there's a few dangerous teams. I reckon always keep an eye out for the Cats. I think people are just not paying enough attention to how dangerous they are. Because like a real cat in real life, they will sneak up and dig their claws right into you and you'll go, ow, where did you come from, you terrible furball? So I think the Cats are dangerous, but honestly, I would love to see. I'd love to see Port win it. I think it'd be great. Awesome story for Hinkley.
Absolutely, and on the Cats as well. What about when Patrick Dangerfield brings you home half a rat, and you're like, "What are you doing, Patrick?" And he's like, "Mate, it's a gift."
Patrick comes home with a pigeon and just go, "Not again."
Yeah, come on, Patrick. And tough times for you this week as well, Merrick, because your mortal enemy, that is Carlton, not only did they, some say unfairly, snuck into the 8, but then their coach turns out to be an absolute national hero by running down and tackling a couple of car thieves.
Yeah, what a great effort that is too. And what's excellent is because he's got a really high profile, those criminals, when they do get out of prison, will know who to go and find. So that's excellent. This is why I have no interest in ever doing anything for society or being a hero or helping people, because if you do, you end up doing that. Never make a citizen's arrest. What you want to do is you want to save somebody from an attack, right? Like, maybe somebody's in the water, you go and save somebody from the water, you're a winner. You can't lose. You're on the news. That's my dream. I'm constantly combing the beaches looking for somebody in trouble. Sometimes people are just enjoying themselves in the water and I swim out and try to rescue them and they go, "No, I'm having a great time. I'm with my family. Leave me alone." And I go, "Come on, Tiger, it's time to come in. I've saved your life." And he goes, "No, mate, I'm waist deep. I'm waist deep at Aldinga Beach. What are you talking about? It's like a lake."
There's no waves.
I always stay away from those sort of events. But good luck on Vossi. As soon as they do get out of prison, they'll know where to go.
Well,
down to the Carlton Football Club.
Oh my God, I've got this visual of 2 blokes just rocking up to Carlton Football Club and Vossi's out there taking training and they're like, "Vossi, we're going to have to escort you off. There's 2 blokes with Home D bracelets over on the boundary. They've found you."
Good on him. Good on him. Well done to him.
Merrick, you are, of course, on Thank God You're Here. It's on 7:30 on the beautiful Channel 10 network and also 10 Play tonight. It's a very, very nerve-wracking thing, I can imagine, doing this show. But now that it's in the can, are you happy with it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. It's been 15 years between drinks for me. I haven't done it for a long, long time. So to come back, it was wonderful. It was literally just like, like putting on an old jacket or something like that. Going, "Oh yeah, I remember how to do this." And I know that for some people it can be really, really nerve-wracking, and there is a bit of a trick to it to do well in it and to not have any kind of anxiety around that, and that is to be as dumb as I am. So if you're as dumb as I am, you just walk into the situation and have absolutely no care, and then just figure it out as you go. And that's the way I address life.
And I look forward to your skit tonight, which is going to be, "Thank God You're Here. You're going to have to go and help Michael Voss because there are 2 blokes in the contract."
Yeah, how funny is that? I walk out and there's Vossy and he's got a stolen car and I go, "All right, Vossy, you know what? I'm walking back through the blue door the other way. You handle this one. I'm out."
Merrick Watts, it's a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for having a chat with us.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
The most awesome.
Jody and Hazy presents Adelaide's Most Awesome.
Oh, this is the grand final.
It sure is. We have been through the semis, we've been through the elimination finals, we've been through the prelim, and here we are at the grand final.
What a journey.
So last week we announced our finalists for Adelaide's Most Awesome Schnitzel. They were the Gungellan Hotel, the Cathedral Hotel, the Franklin Hotel, the Lower Light Hotel and the Macclesfield Hotel.
Well done, everyone.
Well done, guys.
Congratulations. And that was via a vote on Facebook as well. Thousands of votes coming through.
Thousands upon thousands of votes coming through, and it is my absolute pleasure to announce the winner.
Here we go. You ready?
Of Adelaide's Most Awesome Schnitzel is the Macclesfield Hotel.
Yeah. Very nice. Good.
And joining us now from the Macclesfield Hotel is Justin Yorkie. Good morning.
Morning, guys. How you going?
We're so good. Okay, I mean, you played your case the other day, but tell us why your schnitzels are so awesome.
Well, mate, yeah, it was just like one of these things. I've been doing lots of things, bought a pub, and, it's just the food. Everyone loves food these days, so we just put a bit of love in it. We make all our own snitties, cut them all, so, a bit thicker, a bit juicier, I guess, than some of the other stuff getting around. But I guess a lot of guys now, the schnitzel thing's been going on for quite a few years now, so people are really making their snitties something worthwhile having.
Is that a thing, though, Yorkie? Like, have you been to pubs where you know that it's just pre-packaged schnitzel that's been reheated or refried?
Yeah. Look, and it's like anything, mate. Like, obviously, the cost of living's getting dearer, and everyone's trying to save money. But, if you're getting schnitzels from a butcher or somewhere else, they've got to make their money. So you get a thin bit of steak or chicken with a heap of breadcrumbs on it and double battered. But when people go out, they can actually taste it.
Hey, Yorkie, what are people having on top of your schnitzels, please?
Oh, mate, we've got heaps of toppings. We've got a 3 little pigs, which is basically meat on meat on meat on meat, so heaps of protein. And just to top it off, you can add cheese.
Very good.
Obviously our snitties, 80% of our sales are snitties, so we've really just got a new menu coming out, which we haven't told a lot of people about yet. But, there's a heap more flavours and toppings there.
So clearly, Yorkie, as well, you got all the votes. So people are talking about your schnitzel, mate. How does that sit with you? Because you've clearly got a really nice reputation for putting up a really, really excellent schnitzel.
Yeah, look, mate, it's one of those things. I guess it's what you get into. I've always thought pubs. I'm a bit of a country bloke by heart, and finding a good pub these days is hard. A lot of them get ripped up by big companies and turned into pokies and venues and taverns and whatever else. But yeah, we just do a good feed and try to keep the prices affordable and have a good old time at the same time. So.
Well, Yorkie, we look forward to meeting you today and also experiencing the amazing hospitality at the Macclesfield Hotel. And we'll be there from 12 o'clock today. So if you're one of the first through the door to say Jodie and Hazy sent me, then you'll get a free pint and a palmy.
Very good.
Yep. No, that'd be great, guys. It'd be good to see you.
What an absolute pleasure. Congratulations, Yorkie. You guys do such good work, and we can't wait to see you at midday.
All right, mate. We'll see you a bit later.
What a good guy.
And I
You just know, as soon as he said his first word, you're like, this is a bloke that I want to have a beer with.
And also, is it one of your ambitions to have like one of those country pubs, the corners named after you when you die?
Yeah.
Maybe we can push for that today.
Oh, my gosh. That is the goal as well.
Horse's Corner.
Or to have some section of the bar named after you, a little plaque.
Yeah.
That would be perfect, wouldn't
So good.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork was happening?
What the fork? What about this? Can I tell you that they've done a new survey and 45% of parents will go into debt to take their kids to Disneyland?
Oh, that is actually really nice from all the parents out there. Crippling financially. Genuinely crippling. But
yeah,
a lovely concept.
Oh, yeah. So it's been revealed that these parents typically accumulate nearly $2,000 in debt, with concessions, transport, accommodation being the main expenses. And despite the financial strain, around 59% of parents reported no regrets, considering the experience a cherished family memory. How are your kids sending you broke? 13 24 10. Let's talk about that. How are your kids sending you broke? I think I know how your kids send you broke. And toot toot.
Toot toot, all aboard the sushi train. So Henry had this phase where he was stuck bang into sushi.
Yep.
And then he grew out of it.
Yeah.
And maybe he's just had too much sushi and now he's right back into it.
Yeah, right.
But Lottie is not into it.
Okay.
Whatever. So we went, the last time we went there, which was last Tuesday, I think, Lottie is still trying to order food. She's obsessed with ordering the food.
Lottie's 3, yes?
Yeah. I reckon she might have ordered like the bloody poached eel or something where you're like, oh my God.
Lottie, that's not you, doll.
And just like all of us, although she doesn't say that inside, but puts it in her mouth and goes, that's disgusting! And then everyone looks over.
All the chefs are like, well, you ordered the eel, mate.
Yeah, you ordered the
This
eel.
is on you.
So 3 plates later, which she hasn't touched anything because she looks and says, no, I don't want that.
Oh, that's the worst.
On top of that as well, of course, they have to have the ice cream from Sushi Train. Who gets the ice cream, by the way?
It's the jelly.
Oh, and the jelly.
Yep.
And the drinks.
Yep.
And then Dad's got a $65 Sushi Train bill.
$65?
That is outrageous, isn't it, for Sushi Train?
So, hang on. Are you blaming the kids for this one, or was this dad was a bit famished?
No, because Dad only has 1 or 2 plates himself because he's like, wow. I'm adding it up in my head because you can do that at Sushi Train, which is very dangerous.
Yeah, or are you doing that, or are you counting carbs?
Maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
There's a lot of numbers to be counted. $65 at Sushi Train. That is sending me broke. Thanks very much, kids.
I tell you what's sending me broke. D-A-N-C-E. Dance.
Dance. You're a crazy dance mum, though.
I'm not a crazy dance mum. I have become a dance mum by default, but the sheer volume of lessons, I think our eldest is there probably 4 or 5 times a week.
Okay.
And now the youngest has started too, so she's there on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And the dance fees per term, I just vomited in my mouth.
How much? Can you give us a bit of an insight?
I don't. I couldn't even hazard a guess.
Thousands?
No, I've turned a blind eye to it. I've let my husband deal with it because I couldn't cope. But then on top of that, Andrew Fisher Hayes, let me talk to you about the costumes. The costumes that they have to have, there's absolutely no negotiation in the costumes. Sometimes we've received invoices for like $600.
Yeah, right.
Just for dance costumes.
That's outrageous.
Again, more vomiting in my mouth. So much
It's a real
vomiting.
vomit fest here right now.
It's insane.
Check this out.
This is Jody and Hazy on Nova 919.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork is happening?
Kids, eh?
Yeah, 45% of parents have admitted they'd go into debt to take their kids to Disney. Thousands of dollars of debt. So we're taking your calls this morning on 13 24 10. Oh, what is it that the kids are doing? How are they sending you broke?
Yeah.
Let's go to Pam from Salisbury North. Hey, Pam.
Hey, mate, how are you?
Good. Is it your kids that are sending you broke?
No, I'm one of them, one of the kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so last year my sister did an exchange through Disney World.
Yeah.
And my parents wanted to go visit her, but they had to take their 5 other kids with them.
5 kids.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So
Pam,
6 in total.
So how much do you reckon that costs all up?
Oh, actually, my mum's sitting next to me. She said it cost a lot of money. So.
Are we talking tens of thousands of dollars, Pam?
Oh, yeah, easily, yeah. I know flights cost about 11, just over 11 grand.
Just to
the
get
flights.
there. Just to get there.
How long did you go for, Pam?
We went for almost a month, so it was pretty pricey, yeah. But we thought it was going to be, a once-in-a-lifetime trip, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeepers.
Disneyland, I'll tell you what. The kids had better have the best time ever. They'd want to have been in tears the whole time, tears of joy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were. There was a lot of whinging that there was a lot lot of walking, though. But
Oh, my gosh. This is Mum. Shut your mouth. You shut your mouth.
Oh, how much longer, Mum?
Oh, that lineup's too long. Thank you so much, Pam.
Oh,
very happy.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, there you go.
Take Amanda here?
Yeah.
Okay. Amanda, what are your
Hi.
What are your kids doing that's costing you a fortune?
My daughter's orthodontic appointment. She's had braces off for a year.
Oh, no.
So we go for a yearly checkup.
Yeah.
So she wears a wire to keep the teeth in place after having braces. The wires come apart off her teeth, and she needs 3 teeth fixed with the where the wire is. It's $90 a tooth. That's $270. Have the wire fixed.
I tell you what, orthodontics are the gift that keeps on giving, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did it ever even cross your mind? So for me, I had to have a root canal in one of the teeth on the side.
Oh, we heard about that.
Yes, we certainly did. And it crossed my mind to have the tooth removed.
Really?
Yeah.
Rather
Which would
than
have been have a big gap.
Oh.
It would have been much less expensive. I'm not saying that should happen for your child there, Amanda, but teeth, oh my God.
I tell you what, and Amanda, when you've had an older one that's had braces and then you have a younger one, they're like, well, she's going to need braces too. You're like, oh my God, I know the cost that's coming. It's a nightmare.
Oh, yeah, we've got another child that wants braces and I'm just quivering at the thought of the cost,
Yeah. And even
do
better.
you know how much braces cost?
Are they at $5 or $6 grand?
More.
Really?
Like 10 grand.
Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. And what about the kids that get braces?
Yeah.
And then they couldn't be bothered wearing their retainer. And then they have to get braces again. You'd be so angry if you were the parents.
Oh, dear.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork is happening?
Well, nearly half of all parents with kids under 18 are willing to go into debt to take their kids to Disneyland. Like, willing to go into thousands of dollars of debt. So we're talking on 13-24-10 this morning. What are you willing to go broke for your kids? Let's go to Tyler from Manopara West, and we were just talking about the sushi train, and it's so hazardous because you're full and you've had enough, but the aburi salmon goes past and you go, oh.
Just one more.
Just one more.
Just one more.
Just one more.
It's not going to do any damage. It's $65 I spent, and most of them were plates that Lottie, my 3-year-old, orders and then doesn't consume.
Yeah.
Because she likes the look of it, and as soon as it gets anywhere near her mouth, she goes, oh, disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, keep those thoughts to yourself.
And if you're anywhere near smart when you go to the sushi train, you'll have edamame beans first and miso soup to fill yourself up before you get to the heavy stuff.
Yeah. How do you say it? Edamame beans?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
What did you think they were?
I thought they were edamame beans. What do the guys give me strange looks at Will and sushi train? Can I get the edamame beans? Thank you very much.
It's edamame.
Edamame.
Oh, Tyler, sorry about my friend. Is the sushi train sending you broke?
Yeah, when I take my fiance and my 6-year-old to the train, it costs us $100.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh.
Whoa.
How big is the collection of plates at the end?
It's not. I don't think it's so much the collection. I think it's the cost of the plate. He really has a taste for salmon sashimi.
Oh,
okay.
no. Oh, no.
Delicate little palate.
What is that, Tyler? Is that the blue plates or the green or the red, the most expensive ones that is like $6 each?
Yeah, it's like the black plate.
The
so
black.
we limit it to one plate every time we go, but then he gets like the salmon just on the rice and then like with a little salmon roll on it, and he loves it. And he gets like 3 plates of it. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
You can have one black plate and that is it.
I didn't know the black plate was a thing.
Oh gosh. Thank you so much, Tyler. Kate from Beulah Park. What are your kids doing that's sending you broke?
Good morning, team.
Morning.
I have a horse.
Oh, no.
And I don't know how Nova's horse is expensive, but my horse is very expensive and needy.
Okay, so talk us through what are all the costs involved? Is it the feeds? Is it lessons? What is it?
So my daughter's disqualified for the state team to go to the nationals. So it's accelerated with getting the horse ready to go. So she has a dentist, a chiropractor, a physio, the farrier. We have lessons, and then we have to pay to go to the competition, which is like 2 overseas airfares. And it's also taking 2 weeks off of work. And, of course, we had to buy the car and the float for the horse. So, yeah, we're talking, like, overall, over $100,000 just for the car and the float. But she's totally worth it. She's absolutely totally worth it. I'm very, very proud.
Oh, she'd want to be the next Gillian Walton, tell you what.
Well, can Nova sponsor?
Looking for some handouts. I'd say
I'm
what
sorry,
really
we've
set you back.
already got our own horse here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Well, that's what I thought. He seems pretty needy as well.
100%. Big time. I command about 150K. I'll tell you what as well, Kate. I'll tell you what really, really breaks the budget, and that is, you mentioned the dentist, horse braces.
Yeah.
Horse braces.
Really expensive.
Horse braces. Well, yes. Well, anyway, but yeah. It's expensive, but totally worth it.
Oh, man. Don't you wish your kid was just good at athletics or something like that? It's just super cheap.
You know what? She was a great swimmer. She's a really fast runner, but I took her to a farm barn and put her on a horse. That was fatal.
Oh,
The farm barn.
There's your first mistake, Kate. The farm barn.
Farm barn.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kate, can we send you off to the AFLW Showdown?
That would be amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, you absolutely deserve it. It's a horse-free zone, though. We will say that.
Yeah.
So leave your horses at home. AFLW Showdown is this Saturday night, Alberton Oval. Brand new grandstand tickets, only $30. Search Port Adelaide AFLW tickets to get yours now.
Wowee. $100,000. Dance doesn't seem too bad
Yeah, I know,
right about now.
You're getting off lightly.
Yeah,
there, Joe.
exactly.